read that poem, whatever he used to write. So today, for the Shraddhanjali, I want to sing one of his poem, which he used to write to all of us, and it's in English. The title of the poem is Just for Today. Just for today, I will hold my head high and forget my problems. Just for today, I will hold my head high and forget my problems. I can smile and make everyone else's day better, even if behind that smile I'm crying. Just for today, I will walk away from fight. Even though I may feel hurt inside, I will ignore what is said and continue on peacefully. Just for today, I will set an example when I feel the need to hurt. I will laugh and walk away, people will admire me more. Just for today, I will say only positive things. I will treat others the way I would want to be treated. I am confident that life is like a mirror. If you smile at it, it smiles back. And what goes around comes around. So one day that smile will return to me. Just for today. Do this. It was written by him,
very nice.
and this is all of us just really love this this poem. Mama ne
Lên sẽ lùm thế.
Lùm tới.
Tao cũng
Anh
Nhưng mà lấy
lên.
भजता हरजी कोई लाज जता નથી જાણી રે જેને સુરતા શ્રામણિયા સા વરે વેદવાણી રે હરિને ભજતા હરજી કોઈ લાજ જતા નથી જાણી વિભીષણને આપ્યું રાજ રાવણ સહાયો રે હરિને ભજતા હજી કોઈની લાજ જતા નથી જાણી નરસિંહ મહેતાને હાર હાથો હાથ આપ્યો રે ધ્રુવને આપ્યું અવિચળ રાજ પોતાનો કરી સ્થાપ્યો રે હરિને ભજતા હજી કોઈની લાજ જતા નથી જાણી રે વાલે મીરા તે ભાઈના ઝેર હળાહળ પીધા રે પાંચાળીના પૂર્યા છે પાંડવ કામ કીધા રે હરિને ભજતા હજી કોઈની લાજ જતા નથી જાણી રે આવો હરિ ભજવાનો લાવો ભજન કોઈ કરશે રે કર જોડી કહે પ્રેમળ દાસ ભક્તોના દુઃખ હર્ષે હરિને ભજતા હજી કોઈની લાજ જતા નથી જાણી.
એક જ અરમાન છે મને, મારું જીવન સુગંધી બને. એક જ અરમાન છે મને, મારું જીવન
સુગંધી બને.
ફૂલરું બનું કે ભલે ધૂપ સડી થાઉં, આશા છે સામગ્રી પૂજાની થાઉં. ફૂલરું બનું કે ભલે ધૂપ સડી થાઉં, આશા છે સામગ્રી પૂજાની થાઉં. ભલે કાયા રાખ થઈ શમે, મારું જીવન સુગંધી બને. એક જ અરમાન છે મને, મારું જીવન સુગંધી બને. તડકા છાયા કેવા વર્ષા નવાયા, તો એ કુસુમો કદી ના કરમાયા. તડકા છાયા કેવા વર્ષા નવાયા, તો એ કુસુમો કદી ના કરમાયા. ગાવ ખિલતા એક મેં, મારું જીવન સુગંધી બને. એક જ અરમાન છે મને, મારું
જીવન સુગંધી બને.
જગની ખારાશ બધી ઉરમાં સમાવે, તો એ સાગર મીઠી વર્ષા વરસાવે. જગની ખારાશ બધી ઉરમાં સમાવે, તો એ સાગર મીઠી વર્ષા વરસાવે. સદા ભરતી ઓટમાં રમે, મારું જીવન સુગંધી બને. એક જ અરમાન છે મને,
મારું જીવન સુગંધી બને.
વાતાવરણમાં સુગંધીના સમાતી, જેમ જેમ સુકળ ઓરસીએ ઘસાતી. વાતાવરણમાં સુગંધીના સમાતી, જેમ જેમ સુકળ ઓરસીએ ઘસાતી. પ્રભુ કાર્યમાં ઘસાવું ગમે, મારું જીવન સુગંધી બને. એક જ અરમાન છે મને, મારું જીવન સુગંધી બને. ગૌરવ મહાન છે પ્રભુ કાર્યતા કરું, ના જગમાં કામ કોઈ એથી અદકેરું. ગૌરવ મહાન છે પ્રભુ કાર્ય કરું, ના જગમાં કામ કોઈ એથી અદકેરું. પાર્થ તેથી પ્રભુને ગમે, મારું જીવન સુગંધી બને. એક જ અરમાન છે મને, મારું જીવન સુગંધી બને. મારું જીવન સુગંધી બને.
My mama will speak a few words.
We have gathered together to pay our tribute to my brother-in-law, Praveen Bhai. I must admit very frankly that he used to care more than myself to my mother, and she considered it to be his son. Praveen Bhai guided to my son Kaushik, his son Sanjay, his cousins Bindu Bhai, Naru Bhai and Dilip Bhai, and made them to be real entrepreneurs. May his soul rest in eternal peace.
Thank you.
ભાઈ પ્રવીણભાઈ, હું એને મોટા ભાઈ કહું તો એ ખોટું નથી, કારણ કે પ્રવીણભાઈ તરીકે સાસરામાં હું આવી ત્યારે મને એમ લાગતું હતું કે ઘણા મોટા છે મારાથી, એટલે મને થોડી ફિલિંગ એમ થતી હતી કે મારે બધું બહુ એનું જાળવવાનું. પણ પછી મને ખ્યાલ આવ્યો કે પ્રવીણભાઈ બહુ મિલનસાર અને અમને હંમેશા પોતાના ભાઈ બહેન અને નાના ગણીને જ અમારી સાથે સુરે રાખી છે. એવું પડે પણ મને ખબર જ્યારે પડી, મારા લગ્ન થયા ત્યારે મને એમ થતું હતું, પણ મને જ્યારે એમ ખબર પડી કે એ મુનિ છે અને હું પણ મુનિની જ દીકરી છું, ત્યારે મને એમ લાગતું કે કાંઈ નહીં, કોઈ તો મારે સાસરામાં પિયર જેવું છે. અને મને એની માટે અત્યંત લાગણી અને માન થઈ, અને એમ લાગે કે મારી બધી દિલની વાત છૂટે મોડે કરું તો કંઈ ખોટું નથી. અને હંમેશા યાદ આવે, बातें भूल जाते हैं लेकिन यादें याद आती है, कभी नहीं भूलेंगे हम उनको. जय श्री कृष्ण.
Hi, my name is Narendra Muni. I am Ketan's cousin, and Ketan's dad was my uncle, and I think this is time to celebrate his life, and I think in retrospect I'm going to say a few things which I did not realize at the time when I was growing up, but later on when I started to grow up, I realized that how important he was in my life. I grew up with him from the age of about 5 to about 12, 13, 14 years, and he was like my dad during that time. My father and mother were traveling, my dad's business took him all over the places, and Praveen Papa really was my dad for all practical purposes. And at that, I had a great time growing up. But later on in life, I realized how important so many things his qualities were. He was a very social person. We grew up, we lived in a buildings which are like a Charlie system. Most of you know, may not know, those who grew up here. But in a small building, there are about 12, 15 apartments. And there was a lot of strain because people didn't make that much money. But we still had a good quality of life, and a lot of that was attributable to Praveen Papa. He was very social. He used to arrange socials about 2 or 3 times a year for all the 10 tenants. We used to have Bilpuri nights on Saturdays, ice cream during summer nights. And he was the most important person to arrange all these things, because none of the other people, they were all so tied up in their own lives, didn't really have time to think about any of this things. But Praveen Kaka would arrange, get together and buy all the materials, get them all together and assign each one of them a small chore. And we would at night time, we would enjoy, have great parties for 2 or 3 hours. And that's how we got to know all the tenants, and we became so close that we sometimes even lived with our neighbors for 2, 3, 4 days without any problem. And that's the way the life was at the time, and mostly to Praveen Kaka, because without him, there wasn't really a binding force. He was also very talented in those days, if you consider right now a technical genius. For his time to know the knowledge that he had was incredible. It may seem like nothing at this today, like the light goes out and you have to change the fuse. I'm talking about early 50s. I'm quite old, much older than a lot of you are here. So, and fuse goes out and nobody knows what to do. And Praveen Kaka, he was a technical genius in those days. The appliances that you have, people of the appliances break down, and those days I would say only people had their fan and maybe an electric iron. And they would bring it to Praveen Kaka, please fix it. And he was good, and he was very generous with his time. And in the process, he was showing me how to do all this. And by the time I grew up to be 10, 12 years old, I was a genius. I knew how to change fuses. He was also good at radios in those days. But anyway, to cut the story short, I learned and acquired interest in technical aspect of life because of him. Another quality that he had, which I did not realize for many, many, many years, he had a tremendous anger control management. I never saw him angry. And I'm sure we all get angry, upset with many things in our lives. But he never showed that. And it still amazes me as to how he was able to control. And he always put everyone at ease. There was never a stress that you could see on his face. He always looked very happy. And that quality I'm still trying to wonder as to how he managed to do. But during those 8 to 9 years that I spent with him, I learned a lot. And I am very grateful that I had the opportunity to do that. And he was probably, of all the people, including Ketan and Mama, I saw him when he was really young, from his about age of 22 to about 32. I actually really enjoyed life with him during his prime years. And that was a blessing. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Raju, and I'm Ketan's cousin as well, otherwise younger brother. So for me, my association with Kaka, Praveen Kaka, started a little later in life, as I happened to be the youngest one in my family, so I stayed with my parents when they moved around the country in relation to my dad's job. And so I was not exposed to him as much. But when I did get exposed, which is after we permanently moved back to Mumbai, I got to understand what a great man he was. So everything that he said, I don't need to repeat, but I would have said the same thing if he hadn't said that. Narubhai is the next Praveen Kaka in our family as far as the technical geniuses go. And so today, if anything goes wrong, including if a fuse blows out, I know who to call. That's how it goes in our family today. And fortunately, he doesn't live too far from me. But that's a legacy from Kaka, that there was just so much knowledge. But in addition to knowledge, just the sheer confidence of being able to do something, to fix anything at all. it's not as though he can't fix things. He could just go, even washer dryer in our family. He didn't have a washer dryer by the time he was visiting, started to visit here back in India, but we had a problem with either washer or dryer. And he came over and he started to read the manual and fixed it. And that's how he was. It was just a challenge for him. He would just do it.
Talk about Rina's project, he did that.
Oh, yeah, and so just a couple of anecdotal things. My daughter Rina, when she was, I think he saw her when she was born, right about that time. He was visiting here. Ketan had just moved here, right, 88. And when she was 6 years old, on one of his visits, Rina had a school project requiring how to show on some kind of a battlefield they had to create.
Civil War.
Right? Civil War dummies and soldiers and whatnot they had to put together and all that. And none of us had any clue as to what to do as far as, Bharati and I are concerned. So, but Praveen Kaka was fortunately visiting us on vacation, and that was a great project for him to handle. And so he took over completely, and Reena did nothing as far as I can remember on the whole project.
It was a masterpiece.
But it was an absolute masterpiece. We saved it as long as we could until it was on its last legs, until about 4 or 5 years ago. It was a real gem, and probably got all kinds of awards and everything else. But one other thing that I personally liked a lot, in addition to all the qualities that we mentioned, my trip to India, every trip to India included a date with Kaka and Kaki, because he knew that he has to make Bhelpuri for me. And his Bhelpuri thing goes like this. No one would be allowed anywhere in the kitchen. He would do all of it. Right from buying the ingredients, to chopping, to mixing, and so forth. And if you haven't had the opportunity to try Ketan's Bhelpuri, I'm going to ask you, Ketan, to invite all of these guys one day and make the same Ketan. He is absolutely tremendous with Bhelpuri, as you perhaps most of you know. But in case you didn't, there's a standing offer coming very shortly.
The Ronak is now continuing that.
And yeah, I guess it runs in the family, so Ronak continues that too. So anyway, I can just go on and bore you or talk about this, regale these stories forever. But for me, it's a huge loss. But at the same time, we have to celebrate what he stood for. He had an outstanding life. I think we all learned so much from him. We miss him so dearly. But may he rest in peace.
Okay, so talking about Hua, I actually moved in 1990 to California, and when he started visiting here, I realized we had one common interest. So the interest was we were very interested in leadership and personal development, and so I used to read a lot of those books. So whenever he came here, he would query me, so what have you read recently? And he would want to kind of chat about it. And sometime in the mid-90s, I had a book called Blueprint for Memories. And he actually asked me to borrow that book. And he borrowed that book not once, but several times over the next 10, 12 years. Whenever he came here, he would borrow that book. And the thing was, he was very interested in making sure that his memory was very sharp. Because this book was about how to remember facts, figures, faces, names, and it gave you all types of tricks. And he borrowed that book and he made sure that he kind of got what was in the book, because he kept telling me, as you get older, more than your physical well-being, you have to be mentally sharp and keep your memory going. And so, that is something that I kind of still remember, okay? And, just on the Bhelpuri story, what I would share is, I spent 3 months with Ketan in Boston. And Ketan used to feed, Nitin was there, 15, 20, 30 people at one time, making bail for all the kids. for all his friends. And I actually got, he was doing that because I actually saw Fuad do that when we were growing up and we were going to his place. And all these qualities he had about being self-reliant, independent, kind of doing things. I've seen that has now come into Sanjay, Ketan, Smita over time. And lastly, Panna reminded me when we were coming here, both when my children were born, Rohan and Mihir, he has written poems. He has written poems for lots of other people's kids that have been born. And we have traveled with him to Oregon. We have traveled a lot in California. And the thing I remember was he was a master storyteller. And part of it was because he read a lot. And he could kind of really tell stories in a powerful way. So that's how I appreciate.
So I'll just add a few last words to what you heard from everyone else. So first of all, once again want to thank you for coming here and those who expressed the things through email, through phone calls, to text, etc. So once again, it is very kind of you and others who felt connected to my dad. My dad had two key things he really believed the most, and one was exercise. So you will see this laminate, and if you get a chance, read it, and we have some copies as well. And then the other area was Secret to Success. When he came, so what was interesting to me is that he started his career in sales, and then he was asked to move out of Bombay. He decided that he was not going to move. So he started his own company called P.R. Mooney and Company, dealing with chemicals, and helped quite a few pharmaceutical companies because he believed in making sure that the chemicals he was trading were unadulterated, and he stood behind the value, what was there. He had the patience, as someone told me, like, those who worked with him, he had no problems taking the time, had the patience for creating entrepreneurs. He had more than 20 entrepreneurs who either were graduates, undergraduates, didn't matter where they came from. He would get him in his office, teach them how to do the chemical trading, and they would be their own proprietors. So it wasn't from a point you go and, okay, become a partner, etc. It's your destiny. And so many of them, the irony was neither my brother or myself took on his business, but there are others who are still continuing that part. And the key thing was, he thought, dream big, you do what your passion is, even if it hurt him. So it was extremely important. The second quality, at least what I believe has helped me understand, he had no problems providing, so with his friends, family, he would give money for them to start their business, do whatever the needs were there, and never worry about the interest. I at one time specifically told, I said, what's wrong? I want to buy something and you wouldn't give me that. And here you are ready to risk the money, knowing that it may not even come back. He said, that is what I believe in. That is, if it comes in, it comes in. And we need to help people. And family comes first. So I have learned from him. I try to do the same thing around what is necessary. And lastly, I think he connected with individuals, whether in US, in India, all across, by writing customized articles, whether it's poem, whether it is, yesterday someone just reminded me, they had gone to the Aranguram and he wrote something. It wasn't about writing, it's about inspiration. So it is great to see that in his retired life, instead of being retired, he became active in writing and customizing things for various people all around the globe. And he would remember the dates, and he would send it, I just brought some of his writings from India, I need to put that together, but yeah, it's just amazing as to what he took the time to develop his habit and stay focused with that. And as Vipul said, that kept him young. And one key fact I would tell, just based on the way his physique was, he never went to an hospital in his 91 years. Just amazing. And we just did test last year when he fell down, and that was something really, because he was self-made and he lived his life on his terms, didn't feel good when he became dependent, like was on the wheelchair, etc. So I'm sure it hurt him quite a bit in terms of that. But again, he believed that you got to work hard, you have to have a passion and help others. His words to when my mom passed away was, "Gone but not forgotten." Thank you. One last question.